What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video. Today we're going to be continuing my NHL player preview for the Toronto Maple Leafs, the season previews, point predictions, whatever you want to call it. Today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about Morgan Rielly. Now, Morgan Rielly is a lot of people's favorite players, and you know, since the day he joined Toronto, I was super excited. I really like the guy. And I think that he's a guy that doesn't get a lot of credit when it comes to all around in the NHL of, you know, defensemen that can really put up a great offensive number. Now, I've said it a million times and I'll say it again. I'm a diehard Leaf fan, and the thing is I'm brutally honest with players, and especially with ones that I really love. And Morgan Rielly, if you guys have been following me, has been one of my favorite players. Like I just said, like this guy is part of my favorite team. Of course, I'm going to love the guy, and you grow to love certain players, and I think that Rielly is great, but defensively, and I've said it before, Morgan Rielly doesn't have the greatest advanced numbers, and the thing is it's not like he's terrible in the defensive zone, but he's not exactly as good as people make him out to be in the defensive zone. But that doesn't matter because he's an offensive threat all the time. Whenever he has the puck, he's an offensive threat. And, you know, he can get it done in the defensive zone. It's just, it's not a consistent thing. It's kind of like some nights he's great there, some nights he's not. But if we're looking at last season, I'd say he had a pretty decent defensive season. But, of course, the offensive numbers were absolutely amazing. And I think he needs to get more recognition around the NHL, because the guy has just been doing it the right way for a while, and he's only 25 years old. He's going to be in need of a big contract in a couple of years, but don't worry, that's not what this video is about. So last year in 82 games played, he had 72 points, a career high. He was fantastic, 20 goals and 52 assists. Now, in the playoffs, last year he had 5 points in 7 games. So again, he was pretty solid in the playoffs. And I'm not going to waste any time and give you guys my prediction on his point totals. And some people are probably going to be mad, but I would say it goes down, and I think it's going to be at 65 points. Now, that's not a huge drop, and it's nothing for people to be upset about. The reason why I'm saying that is because I think his goal total is going to go down a little bit. The Leafs acquired Tyson Barrie, and it looks more and more like Morgan Rielly's going to be playing with Cody Ceci. He may split time with Travis Dermott, and there's a lot of guys that are offensive defensemen on this Leafs team. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Cody Ceci, but at the same time, like, I haven't even seen him play a game for my team yet. He's not good in the defensive zone, but he has some offensive upside. He put up like 24 points last year, I believe, for the Ottawa Senators. It wasn't in a favorable pairing. But with guys like Ceci, who could have a bit of a jump in points, he is still pretty young. I believe he's only 24. You have Tyson Barrie, who could hit 60 points this year. You have Jake Muzzin, who can put up points. And of course, you know, Travis Dermott when he's healthy, and Timothy Liljegren and Rasmus Sandin when they come up. It's a good offensive blue line that there's a lot of guys that are going to want the puck. And with the offense, the way that they can score goals, I think Morgan Rielly could have his assist numbers go up a little bit, but that goal total is probably going to drop off a little bit. I could see him being in the 14 goal range, maybe even a little bit less. And that's no disrespect. He could definitely hit 70 points again, but to be fair, I believe 65 is a decent number. Now, if we're looking at his career numbers, Morgan Rielly has taken great steps over his career. Now, in 82 games played in the 15-16 season, he had 36 points. Then he missed some games. He had only 76 games in the 16-17 season, 27. The 17-18 season, 76 games played, 52 points. And then, of course, this year in 82, he had 72 points and was a plus 24. Now, plus minus doesn't mean a ton. I mean, Ron Hainsey was like leading the league at one point in plus minus, I believe. And he definitely led their blue line in plus minus. So, I think Morgan Rielly can take another step this year. I'm definitely not saying he can't. But with the amount of offensive firepower that the Leafs have on their forward group and now even on their blue line, there is the loss of Jake Gardiner, but if you just trade off Tyson Barrie coming in there, like, the Leafs have a ton of offensive firepower, and I think that could increase Morgan Rielly's points, but he also might be just increasing his assist total while his goal total could drop off. I think that he's going to be feeding guys left and right, And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I really do love Morgan Rielly, and I don't think predicting 65 points is disrespectful, but I do feel like there could be a little bit of a drop-off, or who knows, like I said, I could be completely wrong and his point totals could go to 75 points. But I think that he just had an absolutely burst of points. Like, you could clearly see he went up by 20 points. There was just something about his game last year where he was just he always had the puck. Like, Morgan Rielly was absolutely dynamite. And I think with the right partner this year that you could easily see the same thing. But I don't know how him and Cece are going to work together, if that in fact is what the pairing is going to be. It's not what I wanted it to be. I'd rather Dermott be there, but of course he is not healthy right now. I'd rather Muzzin, I'd rather Barrie, but we'll have to see what happens. The point totals could skyrocket if it's Morgan Rielly and Tyson Barrie, because they're just going to be, you know, feeding pucks left and right to each other and to the forward. So it could go either way, but I think 65 is a decent number. So again, these videos are pretty quick, so thank you so much for watching. This is just another player prediction for the Toronto Maple Leafs, of course, Morgan Rielly. For the 2019-20 season, hockey is very close. I believe the last time I checked, it was like 23 or 24 days. So that'll be cool. And I'm very excited. So if you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. I'm losing my breath here. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.